so that you could get answers, or at least know how to respond to them in your proposal. Let's look at a basic proposal that you all are probably used to doing in the private sector. There's 5 basic elements I see to a proposal. One is your credibility to perform the work. This is where you say you've been in business for so many years, we've done so many millions of dollars worth of construction projects, we are the best choice. We have the integrity, we have the authority to get this done, whatever. Then in your proposal, you're always going to have some kind of a statement of time. You're going to talk about how available you are to start the project. Yeah, I can start right away, I can start within 10 days or whatever. And then you're going to talk about when you can be completed. I can, within 3 or 4 months, whatever it is. Then you're going to have, the next element is price. And of course you're going to talk about how much you're going to charge them. And then you're also going to talk about what you're going to sell them. So in design build, as you well know, it's selling an idea. So you're going to sell them this idea. You're going to show them the solution that you think is the best based on the information they provided to you. So what you're selling, and it's also going to be a description of the quality of the materials you're going to provide. It's not that you're just going to provide a room, but you're going to provide a room with various different finishes in it, and you may even talk about how nice those finishes are, or whatever you need to do to sell your idea. And of course, in all good proposals, there'll be some kind of terms and conditions. You probably will include your standard contracts, so they have an opportunity to review that. And those contract terms and conditions, some of them are negotiable, and some of them may not be negotiable to you. But still, it's open. Everything's open for discussion. So let's look at how U.S. federal government proposals are different than design-build proposals in the private sector. First, there still are 5 elements. However, the way the government looks at those 5 elements are slightly different. First, your credibility to perform. It's not just enough to say that you're a great company. You're going to have to demonstrate that you can have done a similar size and type project in the past 5 years of that in the solicitation. And they can be design-build projects, or it can be construction-only projects, or whatever. You're going to have to demonstrate that your key personnel have the experience to do the work. You're going to have to demonstrate to the government that you have a good safety record. And of course, you're going to wrap that all up with bonding to show that you are financially stable. So that's the credibility to perform in the federal government world. Time. The government's going to tell you how many days they want the project completed in. They're also going to tell you that you need to hold your price for so many days. So you're going to prepare a plan, usually a project management plan, and a schedule that demonstrates that you can meet or exceed the solicitation schedule's expectations. The government is going to prepare for you how they want their price done. It's not up to you to determine how this is going to be done. There'll be line items, what they call CLINs, or contract line items. Once again, they are prescribed. You cannot take exception to anything. If you say my price includes everything but the fencing, for example, in this line item, when the government is clearly needing fencing, they will set your proposal aside. You are in non-responsive mode. And of course, you're going in a design-build proposal. Once again, you're selling an idea to the government. You're going to talk about your technical proposal and how the choices you've made and why you've made those choices for them. You're going to talk about betterments, which are things that are items or features that you are going to include that you believe are up and beyond the specification requirement. For example, the specification may require you to use pine trim around windows and doors, for example, and you are going to upgrade that to what you believe is something better, which could be oak, for example. So that would be considered a betterment, and you're not going to charge them any extra for using oak. And then, of course, your quality control and assurance plan is a part of how this whole thing is going to go together. And you will be doing your quality control and assurance plan in accordance with the government methods. And we'll explain to you what that is in a bit. And of course, the government in their solicitations will list terms and conditions. Basically, that's the applicable federal acquisition regulations, and then the insurance requirements that go with that. Unlike the private sector, these are not negotiable. If you decide that I am not going to take on the liability issues that the government wants me to take on, and you exclude that from your proposal, the government will believe that you're non-responsive, and they will set your proposal aside. Even if they love your solution, they will set your proposal aside. They probably won't even look at your solution.